Well, we didn't check in on this yesterday, but I did want to give an update on the drought monitor. There were a few questions on a Facebook Live I conducted during the storms, wondering if we've made up any ground. Well, we have, actually. Most of this map was colored under a moderate drought. Now, the moderate drought is confined to essentially Huntington, western Wells County, and then points west. So all of Wabash County included in a moderate drought. This is not where we want to be. I mean, particularly just seeing abnormally dry conditions is not great news because it doesn't take much to get back under moderate drought conditions. And it is officially spring. It's not the end of the world, I suppose, if this happens in late fall or into the winter. But yeah, we're starting to kind of get into growing season here. We need a little more moisture. Last late March into April, we ended up seeing near 6, 7, 8 inches of rain area-wide, so maybe not that much, but we do need some. And much of the Midwest is dealing with a really dry pattern, as a matter of fact. The monthly rainfall since the beginning of the month, not really too impressive, not dire either. 1.64 inches, that's kind of the month-to-date rainfall so far. That's measured at Fort Wayne International Airport. And taking a look at normal, that's 1.72. So again, not significantly below normal as far as just this month is concerned. The reason why we were under a drought for a little while is because that kind of was taking into effect the past several months. But you can see even so, we've had just a few days with some measurable rainfall. The most recent 15th and 16th, where we were able to get about a half an inch each. So some decent rainfall somewhat recently. We're going to see a little more here by the end of the weekend. But beyond that, just a few scattered showers here and there. I would not be surprised if we ended up finishing the month near or slightly below average as far as rainfall is concerned. Too soon to see what April might have in store, but that tends to be a pretty soggy month anyway. Satellite and radar does show a very weak front that will be moving through here tonight. So what that means is that temperatures will actually drop through the night. And you might think, well, of course, that's what always happens. Well, we're going to see our high temperature at about 3 or 4 a.m. So that'll be like 49 to 47 degrees. And then temperatures will drop through the early, even mid-morning hours on Saturday. So although the official high temperature tomorrow will be about probably 46, 47, we're looking at a midday temperature of around 40 to 42 degrees. So it's going to be pretty chilly by the middle of the day, just thanks to that front. Here's a look at future track. You can kind of see it for yourself. Some of these scattered showers associated with that front will move through at about 3, 4 a.m. And then the temperatures will drop as a result. Could even see a few lake effect flurries near Lake Michigan. By the afternoon, though, partly to mostly sunny skies expected. Our next weather system will then move in Sunday. But here's the thing. With the passage of that front Saturday, it's going to allow us to cool down so much so that Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're going to see those temperatures return to the 20s, meaning that as this next system moves in Sunday, it's going to be moving in under an air mass that's already, I should say on top of an air mass, already kind of chilly. So these showers could start out as a few wet snowflakes Sunday morning. South and west of Fort Wayne, 10 a.m. Could see a few snowflakes. This includes Wabash, Huntington counties. As the system moves northward, the Fort, and looking at Noble County, Van Wert counties could see some wet snow between about 11 a.m. and noon, and then the system moves and exits to the north and to the east, bringing with it some warmer air. Because this is a warmer system and we're not going to go backwards here, we are looking at gradually warmer temperatures and just plain old rain throughout the rest of the day on Sunday. Gusty conditions, though, on Monday. So thanks to that other front, we're looking at those wind gusts between about 30, 40 miles per hour midday Monday. Tuesday, partly sunny, 47, 48 on Wednesday. But look at that. I think we'll actually make it to the 60s by the end of next week with a few scattered showers. So as expected, a brief cool down, but eventually we'll get back to those temperatures that many consider to be a little more comfortable.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. The National Weather